By Claire Gregory. Entertainment reporter. The latest offering from Disney Pixar is a brightly colored, music-filled celebration of all things Mexican. Coco tells the story of a young boy who wants to be a musician, but is growing up in a music-hating family. He tries to fulfill his dreams during the annual Dia de los Muertos, Day of the Dead, celebrations. Despite being in production for a while, the timing of the film's release seems particularly relevant a year after Donald Trump said he wanted to build a wall between Mexico and the U.S. Director Lee Unkrich says he thinks the film's messages will be the ones that stand the test of time. "We started this 6 years ago, which was a very different political climate, and from the very beginning we just wanted to showcase the beauty of Mexico and the beauty of the Mexican people and their culture and traditions," he tells Sky News. "When things headed in the direction that they've headed, I think we felt some urgency that it was important for there to be a film like this out in the world to counter some of the negative messaging that there's been. Political offices are temporary, and we like to think that Coco's going to be around for a long time and will be spreading its positive messages for a long time." The film was always going to be set during the Dia de los Muertos, and while skeletons and might not be subjects answers would usually associate with Disney, a lot of care was taken to make sure it stayed family-friendly. "We did a survey of all of skeleton animation in the history of cinema, and we tried to carve out our own unique space, tried to design skeletons that were appealing and friendly, not off-putting or scary," Unkrich explains. "We gave them eyeballs. We had to take some license because I knew this was going to be a very emotional film and I wanted the ants to connect with the characters even if they were just skeletons, so we found that we had to take some liberties to make sure that they looked appealing and that the ants could really connect with them emotionally. It's the first film of its budget to use an all-Latino voice cast, something producer Darla K. Anderson says they are proud of. So proud, and it was really important to Lee and I that this be an all-Latino cast. She says, "It's a Pixar film, it has to be right, it has to be real, and so we made that decision quite early on," says Unkrich. "It seemed like the right thing to do. The story takes place in Mexico, they're all meant to be characters from Mexico. There are tons of really talented Latino actors out there, so it just didn't make any sense to give any of the parts to anyone who wasn't Latino." The film has had an extremely positive reception, as well as attracting big numbers at the box office in Mexico, the US and other parts of the world. It has also received critical acclaim, and it's being recognized this awards season. It won a Golden Globe, is nominated for a BAFTA, and is being tipped for an Oscar. Unkrich, who has previously seen huge awards success with the Toy Story franchise, says it is nice to be part of the conversation. "It's always thrilling, we've been through it before, but it's always new and exciting," he says. "We're just honored to represent the work of hundreds and hundreds of people who poured their hearts and souls into Coco for the past 6 years. Awards are lovely. At the end of the day, we're most happy that people have really connected with the film and taken it into the hearts. The awards are just icing on the cake." Coco is out in cinemas in the UK on the 19th of January.